listening to The Drive. I'm Alan Taylor today at the Connected Car Expo here in Los Angeles for the International Auto Show. And it is hip to be square. And you know what is, Huey Lewis says it so right. Driving a big pickup truck, it's hard to be able to justify it. But not anymore if you own a Via, which is a Chevrolet truck. They build them in Mexico at the Chevrolet plant, and they take it right to the plant right next door that Via has built. And they upfit it and make it an electrified vehicle. And now with this Chevy Crew Cab pickup truck, you can get 100 miles a gallon, or a new Cadillac Escalade, or whatever you guys are going to end up doing. Bob Lutz is here with us, one of the board members. Brilliant stuff, Bob. Who is Via? Where'd this come from?
Well, it was the founder of the company is a gentleman by the name of Craig Higginson from Utah, who started out wanting to buy the Hummer brand from General Motors. GM didn't want to sell the brand, and because GM had disappointed Craig, they said, look, we're not going to give you Hummer, but we will, if you want to do the same electrification on Chevy pickup trucks, we'll be happy to sell you gliders, that is, engineless vehicles. So he put together some major investors and partners, and he's brilliant at raising money for a new venture. I mean, he's your archetypical entrepreneur. And now with the help of a really good team that he's put together, we're ready to go into production.
I love the Bob Lutz special that has 800 horsepower. Crew cab truck, four-wheel drive.
Yep.
Still gets about 80, 90 miles to the gallon, basically.
Sure, yeah. Well, it's beautiful. If you put one electric motor in the rear and one in the front, you've got a combined 800 horsepower.
That's awesome.
And, of course, it's optional. You can run off the one motor, not cut the other one in. I mean, it gives you an enormous amount of flexibility, plus extreme power when you want it.
So when it comes to the SUV, it seems like this could save the SUV, the big family SUV as well. Who would not do this? And if you can, and I mean, Exide is in your background, vice chair of General Motors in your background, a lot of car companies in your background. You're the guy. You're the guy that can really make sure this is done right.
I will tell you, the credit really belongs to the team. I'm just the cheerleader, and sometimes...
And doing a good job.
Sometimes my experience permits him to say, yeah, go ahead with this, or no, try something else, because it isn't going to work.
But you know what?
That's about the extent of my contribution.
Those little tiny adjustments, though, can make all the difference in the world. And, and these guys are doing a great job. I'll give it to them. Yes, they are. And David West, I have to give him a lot of credit, too, because I know that he's put his life's work into this. But America, the company is VIA. Is it VIA? Is this
VIA, sure, yeah.
And it's basically a General Motors platform. It's a Chevy truck, crew cab. And then these guys do a pretty simple upfit, right?
Yeah, a 22 kilowatt lithium-ion battery with the small GM V6.
You could still tow with it?
Oh, absolutely.
You can still do everything you normally do?
Absolutely.
I can only imagine. Think of the all the hotel shuttles and the airport shuttles if they were run by these.
Yeah.
Tens of millions of hundreds of millions of dollars in fuel savings.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
So when is the world going to be able to have their first hand at this?
Well, with the cargo van, the Chevy Express van, which was the first one that Via worked on because there was no model change coming.
Right.
So that should be the first customer deliveries are targeted for before the end of this year. And then normal rollout first quarter of 14.
And the trucks are called Via Trucks.
Via Trucks. And that
TRUX.
For the pickups, which is the new generation GM trucks, which is why they're after the van, because Via wisely elected not to do all of the conversion of the old truck and then have to do it all again.
Bob Lutz, thank you, man.
Well, thank you,
Really,
sir.
I love what you do for our auto industry. At this point, I dare call you the godfather of the auto industry.
Oh, come on.
You're 82, brother.
Grand old man.
The grand old man. I love it. Still flying his jet. What a wild man. Thank you very much. Bob Lutz, everybody. ViaMotors.com. I'm Alan Taylor. This is The Drive from the Los Angeles Auto Show.